Okay, class. So, in the last topic, in our agricultural commodity marketing. So, in this part, we are going to discuss the procedures surplus of agricultural commodities in the Philippines. So, producer surplus in agricultural commodities in the Philippines, like in any other country, it represents the difference between the price at which producers are willing to sell their goods and the actual price they receive in the market. So it is essential class it is essential that it should be a measure of the benefit or profit that producers derive from selling their agricultural products. So the following class are how you can understand producers surplus in the context of agricultural commodities in the Philippines. The supply and demand. So in the agricultural market, there is a supply curve representing the quantity of a particular agricultural commodity that our producers in the Philippines are willing to supply at various price level. So there is also a demand curve representing the quantity of the same commodity that our consumers in the Philippines are willing to purchase at the different prices. Next class is we need to recognize that there is a what we call equilibrium price, where the producer's surplus is calculated by finding the difference between the price at which producers are willing to sell their goods, which is the supply curve, and the actual market price, where the equilibrium price is. And the equilibrium price is where the supply and our demand curves have intersect. Okay. Next class, how do we calculate producer's surplus? The producer's surplus is typically represented graphically as the area between the supply curve and the price line. So if you can see in the illustration, the equilibrium price up to the quantity of the goods produced and sold. Mathematically, you can calculate it as a producer's surplus equals zero point 0.5 price received by producers minus minimum price producers are willing to accept, which is the quantity of goods sold. So it is important, class. It is important to note that this is simplified formula, and in reality, producers' surplus can vary based on factors such as government interventions, subsidies, and market conditions. So, in order for us to have an idea how how the prices are being calculated. Okay, glass. Next is government policies in as part of producer surplus in agricultural commodities. So, in the case of the Philippines, in the Philippines, our government policies, the subsidies and market interventions can significantly impact producer surplus. For instance, subsidies for farmers can increase their surplus by reducing their production costs, while price controls may limit their surplus if prices are kept artificially low. So, in the current news, some of the farmers, especially in rice, the price that are being set, no, some of the farmers are also expressing their concerns, since that will be a indication for the price that the traders are willing to purchase their commodity. Okay, so some of our government policies affects the surplus of our commodities. Next class is market dynamics. So the producer surplus can also change over time due to the various factors, including changes in consumer preferences, weather conditions affecting crop yields, and international trade dynamics. Okay, so thank you very much, class, for listening and attending in our online class. So I hope that this virtual class would extend and help you understand our lesson. Thank you very much, and I will see you again on our next lesson.